My name is Jamie Black. Today I wanted to talk to you about the verbal abuser and the lack of equality in the relationship. You know, I kind of want to preface all of this by saying that abusers aren't bad people, they just do bad things. There's a reason why they do, there's a psychological reason why they do these things. It doesn't excuse it, but there is a reason why they do these things. And verbal abusers aren't bad people. They, like I said, they just do bad things. They were, they were taught not to express their feelings, and so because they don't express them, they have to act them out. So that's why they do the things that they do. Everything that I talk about, I'm talking about from my own personal experience. You may have experienced the same thing, and hopefully now you realize you're not crazy at all. One of my things is I thought that I was really crazy because there was always this feeling that I can't ever do anything right. But there was never a sense of equality, because anytime that if I tried to explain, like say I did something, there was a reason why I did it, and it was a valid reason, but she never wanted to hear it and would never listen. And if she did actually shut her mouth long enough for me to say what it was, why I did it, she always discounted that reason. She would either say that wasn't why I did it, that I did it for some other reason, and I'd always be like, and I'd always have to try to explain why what I said is what I meant, and not what she thinks that I said. See, I mean, you see how it's crazy, even me trying to explain it? So, the thing, it's done purposefully. It's done so that you never have a sense of equality. And that's what I know, particularly with the verbal abuser, there is a sense of power over. They have to consider themselves better than you, because if they see themselves as equal as you, they actually feel inferior. So as long as they're over you, then they have that, they feel okay about themselves. And it's really, so then there is never that sense of equality. So when you're talking to, my big thing was trying to get my spouse to show empathy. And you have to be on an equal level with someone to feel empathy. That's always one of the things that drove me crazy, is that I'm talking to an intelligent human being who is caring and thoughtful and loving and kind. Why can't I get her to empathize with me? Why can't I say to her, that hurt my feelings, when you called me a bitch ass, and have her say to me, you know what, I'm sorry, it just got out of hand, I just got really crazy upset, and give a sincere apology. Empathize, by me telling her how I feel, there's a, yeah, you know what, I have felt that way before, and I'm really sorry kind of feeling that regular people have. But verbal abusers can't put themselves in your shoes, because again, if they do, they feel inferior. So they'll never ever be on an equal footing with you. That was something that always drove me crazy in my mind. Well, it's done purposefully, and you're not crazy. They aren't empathizing with you. They don't see you as an equal. So you can't explain to them in terms that make sense in your brain, because it won't make sense in their brain. They're in a completely different reality than what you are. So you're not going crazy by trying to reason with them. Just stop trying to reason with them. One of the big things is the name calling. When I would say to my wife, I don't call you names, and I don't talk to you that way, I don't expect you to talk to me that way. Now, if I say that to a nonverbal abuser, they immediately get it. And they're like, you're right, I'm sorry. Say that to a verbal abuser, and it's like, they don't, because to them, they can say whatever they want to, because they're up here and you're down here. So you're not going crazy by, if you believe that your spouse thinks that they're better than you. They do. In their mind, they do. They have to, because they feel so inferior that they have to think of themselves as better than you. So you're not going crazy. So stop, you can stop trying to reason with them, because it's never going to work. And I know it's really hard, but just try and stop, and just remember that they're not in the same reality as you. And there's no way you can reason with them. They'll never, ever get it until they get some help. Until the next time, I'm Jamie Black.